Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Esoterica and our continuing series, Ranking Rancor, where I take a look at the top 5 2D and 3D Sonic games in my opinion, and today at number 3 we have Sonic & Knuckles. And as usual, I've developed a very scientific method to review these games, taking into account so many different criteria and watering it down purely to my opinion. So you might wholeheartedly agree with me, you might think I'm a complete idiot and this game should be number 1 or number 2, but hey, it is my opinion. And I remember getting this game after Christmas in 1994, and I remember in magazines seeing the previews for Sonic 3, but it never made it for Christmas. And I am combining this into a multiple pick. This is Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles all combined together, which was how Sega originally wanted to release the game. We ended up getting Sonic & Knuckles as that lock-on cart in fall of 94, but Sega's initial plan was to have this just be one massive game upon release. So I think the best way obviously to play it is to play it as Sonic & Knuckles, so you get the full Sonic 3 experience with the Sonic & Knuckles levels and transitions as well. And it was interesting because Sega was definitely trying new and more modern things with Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles, because we got a lot of Sonic games in rapid succession on the Genesis, because obviously Sonic was selling like wildfire. It was the biggest character for Sega, so they were just pushing out releases left, right, and center. And I would say that by Sonic 3, I still really enjoyed the series as a kid, but I think I may have been a little bit Sonic'd out. But coming back to the game as an adult, it definitely has a lot of what I want in a Sonic game, and it's definitely evolved past, Sonic 1 in that sort of gameplay aspect. And you definitely get a lot more versatility with having Knuckles included as well. You get his own stages where he can climb, and it changes the mechanic up just a bit. And it's kind of the start of Sega adding characters to the franchise, because obviously when we start getting to the Sonic Adventure games and on, Sega just starts throwing characters at the wall to see what sticks. So it definitely works well with Knuckles in this aspect, but it is the start of Sega going maybe a little bit overboard with their adding characters to the franchise, to the canon of the story, and just making Sonic a bit of a mess. But I do like these little innovations here where you have this little pulley system. If you grab on and keep jumping, those gears will bring you further up. And it definitely has that same classic Sonic feel of a lower, middle, and upper track to the levels. But the boss battles are some of the best in the Sonic series for me. I love the music, I love the parallax scrolling going on, and you have this robot here with his axe lumberjacking these logs at you. So it's got a lot of innovation to it and a lot of new characters and new sprites that I really do enjoy and appreciate. So I like the fact that Sega was, still trying to innovate with the series when it was in 2D, because Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles were the last time you're really going to see much of Sonic until we get to the Sonic Adventure releases on the Dreamcast, because obviously he just bypassed the Saturn completely as far as mainline Sonic entries are concerned. But I really love all the different transitions from level to level as well, and it's just a nice feel as opposed to the screen going black and then coming back up to a new stage. Each level has its own specific transition, so the action kind of flows directly from one stage to another. They call them zones. I'm going to keep saying stages, you'll have to forgive me. And I like that they, kept incorporating that in the series. Even in Sonic Mania, that was one of the things that the developers of that game wanted to bring through, which was those screen transitions. But now we've seen Knuckles for the first time, and now we're on this upper track. And I love the art style and the graphics. All the colors on this game look amazing because this was a later in life Genesis or Mega Drive game. You get a lot more interesting art and graphics to it because they definitely had a much better handle on the hardware because they'd been developing for it 4 years at this point in time. Now the original Sonic the Hedgehog, which we've already shown, still looks really good, but you can see the huge leap in graphical fidelity between these two games, the original Sonic and then Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And even as you go through that little transition there, the entire palette in the background changes, and it looks like it's getting a little bit lighter out, or maybe the season's almost changed. And I do appreciate that because you spend so much time in each of these levels, it's really nice to be able to get that little graphical change. And even there, when you destroy that satellite dish, the color changes again. So it's visually varied up a lot. And I do love these boss battles as well. You get this pseudo sprite scaling 3D effect where you're going in between those wooden pillars trying to avoid those spiked balls. it just feels special. And it's a game that I still love coming back to, and I think I appreciate it more as an adult than I did as a kid, because even though I saved my money for it, I bought it, I played it, I enjoyed it, I think by 1994 I had played so much Sonic that I was maybe a little less interested in the franchise and the character than I was when I played the original Sonic when I got my Sega Genesis for Christmas one year. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to let you watch a little bit of the next stage without me talking, because the soundtrack is amazing, all the sound effects are great, so enjoy a little bit of that, and I'll come back and close out Sonic and Knuckles. But otherwise, here comes the next stage and this great ship transition, and again, I can't say enough about how much I love how the levels roll from one to the other. But enjoy this level, I'll be right back. Sega definitely got sneaky with level design too, because you think you're supposed to be going up, but you can actually go down, and if you just jump into the wall basically dissolves away and you're able to go on that lower path. And I do appreciate that, because they gave you enough variety in the levels that you had your own navigational paths, and they kind of felt like when you found something, you felt like you had not found a secret, but you were pretty creative. And you will see I take my first death here. And it is definitely a fair game if there isn't some spots that are a little bit difficult, like trying to spin dash up this wall here can sometimes be a pain in the butt, and my momentum carries me right back down, so it can definitely artificially slow you down and get you stuck in spots. But that's not something that we're not particularly used to in the Sonic series. Every game has those areas where you just end up getting slowed down or stuck on a piece of the environment, and it's something that's just always been part of the Sonic series, so while it's not the best thing in the world, it's easier to forgive because we're kind of just used to it. But I totally understand why Sega didn't have a Sonic game on the Saturn other than their development difficulties, because by the time Sonic and Knuckles came out, we had seen so much of Sonic. I think even Sega may have realized that they kind of had to have a little bit of a break for the character. And granted, we got Sonic themed games on the Saturn. We're not going to get another mainline entry in the series until you see Sonic Adventure releasing on the Dreamcast. And by that point in time, I was super excited to play another Sonic game, and it was totally innovative and in 3D. But I think as far as like a swan song for the classic 2D Sonic, Sonic and Knuckles is an awesome experience. Even if in spots like right here, it can just kind of confuse me still. You need to get those bombs with the parachutes all the way over to the right to be able to destroy a piece of the environment for you to go through. And as a kid, I probably died there 100 times not understanding what to do, and it's only as an adult when I remember what I'm supposed to be doing that I'm actually able to do it effectively. But again, back into another boss battle. It's just an awesome game. It's still super fun to play, and I actually played this on the GameCube release just because it was the easiest to capture, and I kind of just felt like showing a different system, because I do have an RGB setup for my Sega CDX, but for some reason with the lock-on cart, it only works half the time. I don't know what's going on, if it's just a dirty cartridge, even though I cleaned it repeatedly, but like 50% of the time, Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic 3 on top just does not like playing on a CDX. Maybe your experience will be different, but for me in my system, it's the one game that always kind of gives me sync issues or it just won't start. But short of that, that's Sonic and Knuckles / Sonic 3, my number 3 pick in the 2D Sonic series. It's a really great game, and if you've never played it, I don't know how you haven't, but definitely go out and play it. But we will be back next Friday with another episode in the Ranking Rancor series, our number 3 pick in the 3D category. But thanks so much for watching. We will have episodes on Sunday and Tuesday as well. We really appreciate you guys watching. If you could do us a huge favor, go down below, hit like and subscribe. It takes a lot of time and energy to make these videos, and your support helps. If you got questions or comments, leave them below. Short of that, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we hope you enjoyed Sonic & Knuckles. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.